Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So I want to start this one off, y'all, with we kind of left off on
Why
this
you looking at me?
I was just saying, I was gonna look at me, though. I just looked over to my left first. We left off with the, how long can you go without sex? I want to jump right on back in there since we left off with that. So, yeah. So what's up, ladies? Why are you looking at me?
I'm just looking.
Okay.
It's an aggressive look.
It is.
This should be your topic.
It's very right.
I mean, it should be a little spicy for you. For those who did not see episode 7,
Go back and watch it.
We ended episode 7 with the topic that we're going to jump into.
Yes, we did. So
they were shit talking.
I want to kick it off with Kiki D.
I know how she feels like that. Let me just look at my phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a selfie while we record.
Cut. Don't edit this shit out. Let it run.
Who you talking to? They can't edit it.
Talking to our cameraman.
They know it's pre-recorded. The people know it's
talking to our cameraman.
No, but I thought you were talking to the people. They go edit
the
it.
cameraman.
Okay, go ahead. Look at the cameraman. Go ahead.
You don't like that name, y'all. Okay, y'all, we have totally cut up. We getting ready to get serious.
No, we not. No, we not.
I don't know what you're talking about. When have we ever been serious? What? I heard you call her that before.
So you just gonna jump off the bridge because you see another motherfucker do it?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes.
No.
If my daddy jump, I'm jumping. I gotta say.
Speaking of daddies, that's the only one who called me about it.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so offended. Vanessa knows that
I didn't call you that shit. Kiwana did.
No.
Kiwana did. Then she gonna
But
put it on the bad name.
Kiwana is funny. I didn't call you that shit.
This episode.
Kiwana did it.
Clearly, it must be the red.
Little devils. We some little devils.
Yeah, the red devil.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't even know where that came from.
You just jumping off the bridge because you saw another motherfucker do it.
I guess that motherfucker would be me. Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Did we say somebody hit dogs hollering last week?
Listen, we did.
Speaking of that, he hit dog hollering. What?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There was a few hit dogs last episode.
Baby,
people felt like
hey,
listen. Through the DMs text messages.
Felt some type of way.
Was on me. I was like, why are you coming for me? I mean,
I think they knew not to come for me because I was gonna make it worse. Don't come to me because I'm gonna make that ass. I'm gonna make it worse. I'm gonna make you even more mad. I'm gonna make you even more mad.
It's too many dogs hollering and barking.
Listen,
like
I'm just saying,
I can't fucking sleep.
Yeah, it was a few people I was talking about. So
absolutely, there was a few, but a few felt some type of way. But anyway, back to the hot topics.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you then, Vanessa. I'm gonna start with you then. Since we gotta let her cool down over here. So what's your take on it? How long do you think? And I know you married, so you ain't supposed to.
Right.
But how long do you think, or how long have you ever went?
You talking about just dating someone?
Yeah, just,
like,
I mean, not like I said, not in your marriage. No, not your marriage. Not your marriage.
Prior to your marriage, just in whether you were dating somebody
or
if you weren't dating, you were just single and you had whoever you called up or however.
Well, when me and the hubby got together, he waited, and it wasn't even like it was planned. What was it, like a month? He waited a month. We met on August 1st, 2009. The first time we kicked off.
So that's the longest you can go?
We dated, and I think we ended up sleeping together like a month later. So, yeah, it was about a month.
Was that long for you?
Waited. No, I mean, I usually just go with the flow. It's really not a time for me. It's like
so it doesn't have to be somebody you're dating.
Yeah, I mean, just in
you
general. Just in general,
single,
how long?
How long?
Did I hit you?
Last week I got hit by Vanessa. Now
I
So
went
I
back and
think
watched that tape and I didn't see where I hit you.
I think
I'm
you're
sorry.
supposed to be on this side.
Yeah. No, it's the right side. But yeah, I didn't see.
But back to it.
Yeah, so
It's
just
however-
period.
It's
How
however
long?
I'm feeling. I mean, back in the day when I was single, I mean, you know, I was hitting them hoes. You know, I was hitting them hoes. Boy. I mean, I had hella hoes lined up. I was bang, bang, bang.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, for real. It's just, I don't really know. I mean, pass it to Keisha. It was just however I was feeling.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
It's
Look.
just really no. It's just when you're feeling it. You know, it's just
Right.
Yeah.
So just
No, we ain't going away from this question. The question is simple. How long can you go? How long do you think you can go without sex?
I have gone probably 2.5 minutes. I mean months.
No, that bitch was serious. She was so serious. Like,
Okay, so that is it. I can go
probably
a
the
long
30
time.
minutes that we doing the show.
So I'm about to hump y'all. You got this style here. So yeah, so real talk, I've gone like 2.5 months, and that's just being single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm not dealing with anybody on a regular basis or a dude, my man or whatever, then yeah, the times have been stretched. Do I like to go that long? Absolutely not. But you know what I'm saying? If I don't have a random that I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying?
You don't like to go 2.5 months?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Even if you're single?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, because there's why.
Because there's why. Because there's why.
Because there's no reason that I should, but I just couldn't finish the damn finish. But I mean, I guess I feel like the older, I guess maybe the older I've gotten, my libido has changed. And I've heard that women in their mid to late 40s, the libido increases. I don't know, maybe for me, I don't think my libido has ever slowed down. Right. You know what I mean? I can go, but I don't like to. Yeah, it be, you know what I'm saying? Like I like companionship. I like touches and cuddles. Yeah. So yeah. But I've gone about 2.5 months, maybe 3. Did I like it? Absolutely not. So it got to the point where it was like, hey, I need to get my job back. And then it is what it is. Yeah.
So for me, the longest I've gone since I've actually started having sex was a year and 2 months. And that drop was up last night, baby.
Oh, that's why you on 10 today. That's why she on 10. Come here calling people out their names. She got a whole news.
So a year and 2 months, I did that. So.
This has just been recent. Just
this
last
recent,
year. The last year and 2 months.
Last night was the first time since November 2023. Okay. Yeah.
Some of these evil ass posts.
Look, I'm gonna have some more. That ain't got nothing. Look, I think I was actually happier when I was.
Oh God!
I was on Facebook. I've been good lately on Facebook, ain't I? See, I mean, like serious.
Joking stuff,
yeah. But you know, I mean, I haven't gotten into it with nobody in a while. You know, or like
these folks sick of arguing with you.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Because I'm telling you, I be having time. I be having time to argue back. You know,
right.
Working at home. I be having so much time. I be ready. I sure do. I be telling them in a minute. Girl, look, girl said something smart to me the other day on the sports page, and I was like, girl, hey, look, we can do it. I got time today. And she ain't come back. So I was like, damn, I guess she was working.
Had time.
Yeah. she was working. So okay, well, all right. So
I guess we could have saved this for you guys. Yeah, when y'all do see this, let us know. How long could you go? Have you gone?
Yeah, I didn't want to save this. We talking about that. So no, we couldn't have saved this. Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think in them comments or whatever when y'all see it. But other than that, this
It's the aggression.
for me, I wanted to know from y'all. I wasn't worried about them.
You
though.
don't worry about the
I
viewers.
won't worry. I mean,
I
you
wanna
know,
how long
they ain't
some of
gonna
them
really.
went.
They might not really tell us the
I
truth
mean, for
anyway.
people who, like, shout out to the people who are celibate.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Yeah, that.
Nope.
You don't understand that, huh?
Negative. Them 2.5 months was celibacy to me. And it was real.
Oh my goodness.
I cannot.
Oh wow.
I
That's
can.
bad.
It's not bad. That's a healthy lifestyle. What's bad about not wanting to go without sex? What's bad about that?
I mean, I guess it's okay.
You just said when you were single,
Anybody-
you had hoes.
Anybody who, looking to, get that.
What if they looking to wife her up or what?
Definitely not wife her up. She, anybody,
Damn.
she should get in the mood
I'm
or
not
something,
worthy to be wiped up.
Check on her every now and then. Ask her how long it's
Oh
been.
my God. Y'all crazy.
Ask her how
I
long it's
cannot.
been.
I can't either. I'm trying to understand why is it not healthy?
Well,
For me to want
yeah,
sex?
I don't think anybody said it's not healthy, but I'm not.
She said it's not good.
I wouldn't necessarily say
Okay,
that it's
do you?
healthy. I mean, what's healthy about I just gotta have sex?
So you don't think people get frustrated and
Yeah.
I
but people, I think people
frustrated because I'm back.
I think you get frustrated even if you just fuck. So what's the difference? Depending on the
Probably
situation.
won't be as bad.
No, that's not true. That's what
happy
people.
go lucky you were today.
That's what people say.
Another time I mean now you get pissed. Bitch, why the fuck you looking at me like that? I get that.
No, I mean,
Well, maybe
that's-
was yours
that's
with
on-
someone that you actually kind of got a vibe with? Are you just? Is it just whoever with you?
No.
So you gotta have that vibe with that
Yes,
person. Okay.
definitely. Yeah. So
Okay.
definitely not just
Thinking
fooling around on the street. No. So it's definitely somebody who I've probably been kicking it with. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not on a regular, but this person has been in the mix.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Definitely not. Like I ain't just slide to the roller day. Let me pick one.
Okay, so yeah, we just
Or
want
running up to the mall
so
like,
they be
The roller
damn.
day, look, that's what you over here
No,
worried.
I don't want the people to be like, damn, Keisha a hoe. Like, no, that's not what she's saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, look,
Definitely
if that what Keisha told y'all she is, I mean,
Keisha didn't say that. When did Keisha tell them she
I
was
didn't
wrong?
say you did. I'm just saying. People gonna make their own thought process, make up their.
Yeah, people gonna think.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
ask me, do I give it out? I know what Keisha does. But yeah, I mean, real talk. I mean, even being single, I have a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that friend is who I call. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on a regular, could it be more regular? Yeah. If it's not, I ain't tripping. Everybody got lives. We living lives. We working or whatever. So you slide it when you slide it in. You know what I mean? But if I'm pressed, hey, this is a tough week. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Then I want somebody I can do that with. But when I didn't have that, you know what I mean? Then yeah, it was kind of like you reach back to somebody who you probably ain't talked to in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you know randomly what you doing.
You just made me think of a topic. You just made me think of a topic for next go round.
Yeah. So
randomly, what
just
you
gave
doing?
me a topic.
yeah, then out the blues, what you doing?
Yeah.
And I typically prefer not to do that. I'd rather have somebody I'm dealing with on a regular, even if it's not as regular as I want it to be.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. All right, I got y'all. Okay, so how about this one? What are the boundaries or expectations of being a step parent? Bonus parent. What y'all think?
You want to go first since you?
The boundaries.
Bonus?
Yeah, definitely have a bonus because I hate step parents.
Right.
Kid. I hate that word. The boundaries. Let's see. Well, me and mine have a wonderful relationship. So I kind of went from bonus to he's my son. That's my son.
Right.
Ain't no bonus to it. He might have been a bonus in the beginning, but he is definitely mine. You can't tell him he ain't mine. But it was different for me because I never dated a guy who had a child, who had kids. So that was different for me in the beginning. You know, just having to have a little person around. You know, the game, going to games, baseball stuff, football stuff. Just being around. Period. Even dating. Things getting canceled. You know, because the kid needs this or just whatever things like that. All of that stuff was just different for me. Of course, even like the communication with the mom and stuff. Like didn't deal with a guy who had to communicate, you know, with another woman and all of this stuff like that. So it was new for me. But I would say step parents, not step parents, bonus parents have it bad sometimes too, because I know a couple who actually divorced because the mother had a problem with him disciplining her child. Now that's what I'm not gonna do, because if your child is in my home, I'm not trying to. I won't be like, of course, beating your child, harming your child or anything like that. But you're gonna go by my rules. You're gonna respect me just like my kids respect me. I'm gonna respect you, but you're gonna go by my rules.
Right.
That's it. That's all I ask. And if it's a problem, then your child might not need to be in the home with me. You know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, mine is so easy. It's just we vibe. We do. I feel like you should spend time. I make sure I spent time with Cam. Shout out to Cam. And did things with him without Brandon and Caitlin. We did movie dates. We went out to eat together. Just did things in the house together. He felt more comfortable talking to me than he did with his own dad. So just always made him feel like if there's any time you need to talk to me about anything, you always can. So, I mean, that's it. I just made him feel loved, very comfortable. You know, we just have a vibe. Car concerts, all that stuff. Look at me going on and on. Like, it's mine. He's my kid. You know, and now he even helps us with this podcast. So, you know, he does some little behind the scenes things. But, yeah, Cam was easy. So, I really can't say, like, we had any issues that I could kind of speak on.
Yeah.
You know,
what about
just make him feel loved? Like, that's it.
What about on the other end? I guess you can't necessarily speak for your husband, you know what I'm saying? But how were you initially with allowing a man to come into your children's lives?
Yeah. Well, it took my hubby a year to meet my kids. He kept asking, but I made him wait a whole year. Right. And when he met them, he met the whole entire family at the same time. We dated for a long time before he even met my kids. I've never felt like it was okay to bring a man.
Right.
So quick to bring a man around your kids. As time went on, I mean, when we got that bond, of course, it was like, hey, it's whatever. Like,
and see, y'all are very loving, and open family anyway.
Right.
So it's easy for people to kind of you know, get in with y'all and like, just be comfortable.
Right.
Like I said, just even growing up, you know, your family is what showed me what love really was when it came to a family.
Right.
So I think in your situation, you've never really had any bumps and bruises in regards to, you know, a bonus, you know, a step.
Right.
So I think yours is one of the easier ones.
Yeah,
there are a lot of easier ones, but I've seen some tough situations.
Yeah. That's why I say I can't speak on it like that. I can just say how I just welcome Cam with open arms, and Raphael did the same with Brandon and Caitlin with my two, and that's it. It was still about your child is still gonna respect me.
Absolutely.
I'm going to always respect him, but yeah, he gonna mind me just like Brandon and Kate. But I didn't have any issues like that with him.
Right.
And not even with his mother, because Raphael made me feel comfortable. You know, some people can get with a man and then it's the whole baby mama issues and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, no. Yeah. I didn't have any issues like that. Not any real issues that I.
What about you, CP? I know your husband, your ex-husband, had children.
It was difficult for me at first because his kid's mom she wasn't acceptance of me because she wanted to be the wife.
Okay.
So
there's resentment.
It was okay until I became wife.
Yeah.
Now when I was just living girlfriend, your kids, you sent your kids every weekend. It was no problem, you know. And I would just say the expectations that I had for knowing that I was gonna be a bonus parent. I literally talked to my ex-husband at the time and just like, hey, look, this is how I need this to be. I need you to understand that your kids are my kids. I'm not gonna treat them any kind of different than I would treat, hey, say Malik, because Malik was with us a lot. So I was like, I'm not gonna treat them any different, but understand there are gonna be rules that I'm gonna put in play, and they're gonna have to abide by those rules. And if they can't, they can't come over here.
Right.
And I'm not gonna discipline your kids. I was totally against that. I'm not touching your kids and nothing like that. Now I might say something like, hey, you need to take the phone from her because she's just disrespectful or something like that. But I didn't do anything. I didn't. I was a little scared because I didn't have kids, so I didn't want him to kind of jump out and be like, how you ain't got kids? I didn't even want that to happen. So I was really kind of very timid at first about stuff. But when they started coming over a lot, I got very comfortable. And they weren't bad kids at all. But you could tell. But you could tell that they got away with a lot of stuff with their mama. That when they came to our house, it wasn't gonna happen. And so it was okay at first, but then when me and him got married, then her whole mood changed because now she pissed. Right. So now it was hard for him to even see his kids, to be honest. She made it real difficult. So there were times where I had to literally take over the phone conversation with them because him and her were just at each other's throat. And I'm like, dude, you really gotta shut up because this is the only way you can see your kids. She ain't gonna let you see your kids if you keep popping off and you popping off. So let me get on the phone and say something to her. So, I had to do that. But I will say, like, I would never want to do that again. I would never want to go through that again. And at that time, they were young. So the little girl, I think his daughter at the time, she might have been 7 or 8. The little boy was 5. So you talking about itty bitty. So it was difficult. But I think like we talked about it on another show. Like for me, they have to be about 15. 15 and up, because I ain't got time for all that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to really deal with somebody else, somebody baby mama. I don't really want to have to deal with that. And if I do deal with it, I want it to be in a way of like, hey girl, look, honey, this child I said this, I'm gonna take him to the skating ring for you, and like I want it to be something like that. Right. I don't want it to be nothing else that can cause any kind of problem. Right. So
sometimes teenagers can be something else too.
Yeah, they can.
They can.
They draw wedges.
Yeah, that's
because
they
want their parents
the
to
little
be the
kids
spouse.
may not know any better because they're little, but teenagers, child.
Yeah, that's true.
I've heard so
and
many
then you got them
stories.
grown kids listening to little grown kids listening to adult conversation,
right?
And then running off at the mouth about stuff.
Yeah. Teenagers be quick. You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy.
That's all.
So it can be.
Yeah.
We want them 15, but
I want start when they 5. I want them. No, I don't want them that young. I don't want them that young because they still be, especially if they dad look, especially a little girl. And she a daddy's girl. Little girl, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. You better go ahead on someone because they like to hang on to their dad and stuff. And like, why you on my daddy? Like, girl, you better close your eyes because I tell you what I'm doing on your daddy.
For the parents to put that little kid in place.
Shoot.
I
tell you what I'm doing to you, daddy, while you're doing all that.
Tell your mama.
Right. Tell your mama what you saw me doing to your daddy.
Well, her nose is calling my man just because you sneezed. The baby sneezed. I just wanted to tell you that. Like, any reason. Finding any reason. Your baby mamas need to stop.
Oh, that's another topic. Look, that's the topic because I done been through that. I done been through that. Oh my goodness.
The baby just keeps sneezing. Like, what, girl?
Look at her holding her shoestring.
Like, well, put a mask on her, baby. Put a mask on her. She sneezes.
Shoestring. This is wild.
Any other reason?
Yeah. Well, it can be. What about you, Keish?
So for me, I've never been in a bonus situation.
Oh yeah, you haven't.
Yeah, because we had no other children outside of our marriages. So, but just from what I mean, I grew up. My daddy raised my two brothers, so I never knew. I had never heard the word step or half sibling until I was out of high school. I was not raised to know what step and half siblings were. My daddy has a daughter by a different woman.
That's just your sister.
And then, but that's just my sister.
Yeah.
But we both O positive. That's my sister.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, my brother come from my mama. So, but I never knew anything about that. And from as long as I can remember, my daddy said, those are my sons.
Yeah.
Those are my boys.
Right.
There was never any different. My mama allowed my daddy to be the disciplinarian because, like I said, you in my household, I'm feeding, I'm clothing you.
Right.
You ought to have some type of respect for me as the parent.
Yeah.
Now I get, as long as you ain't being harmed and abused in no form or fashion, then Brand, you ain't got to call me daddy.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying you would have to call them mama or daddy or whatever, but there should be a multitude of respect with what's happening in the house.
Right.
If I tell you no, I tell you do something, that should just be it.
That's that.
Right.
Ain't no calling your mom or dad saying they won't give me this. But I think the conversation it starts with adult conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, we're about to get married. They gonna be at my house this amount of time. You know what I mean? Make it comfortable. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about this? What are you okay with or not okay with? And I guess if communication was more in the mix, some things might not be so bad.
Right.
I get resentment if the breakup was bad, stuff like that. I know everything ain't always gonna be peaches and cream, but I think most times communication stuff is done under the table, backhanded, and people be so pissed off and mean and mad about stuff.
Yeah.
Some people just childish or immature for no reason. But in my opinion, for me, the boundaries are if I'm gonna be with a dude that has younger kids, the conversation has to be had long before we even get to the altar.
Right.
You know what I mean? What the expectations are with children before we even get there. That way it's clear before we get there. Once we get to that point, it's smooth sailing.
Right.
For me, I think the boundaries were set, between you, Nard, and Cam. Conversation had been had. There was already a bond prior to. I think it grew even more.
It grew even more.
Yeah, once she got married. So
and then got even stronger because he ended up coming to live with us from the time he hit 9th grade.
I don't know. I guess so.
So the conversation definitely had to be had then because now you're in the house full time. You're not just popping in and visiting and things like that. But
right, exactly. But building the bond, creating that relationship with the other parent and with the child, I think it can go a long way. I think some people jump into things without creating the bond or the relationship with the other parent and the child. And you just push them in like, take this. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And you can get pushback from children.
Right.
So everybody plays a part. Just because they're children doesn't mean they shouldn't have some type of say.
Absolutely.
Not the final say or major say, but
totally
they ought to be able to say something.
Yeah.
How you feel about this? What do you think about this being your parent in the household? You know what I'm saying? And talk to them. Give them an opportunity to speak their mind. And you'd be surprised. They'll probably tie you up on some Well, mama, daddy, let me tell you what I've been seeing. Man, you rethink your whole relationship.
Exactly. That is very true.
So I think it all boils down to communication.
So now you said something. You said the kids would have a say and say, you gave the example of, how do you feel about, this person in the household or vice versa. Now, what if that child say, I'm not comfortable. I don't want that person in the household. How do you? So I get what y'all saying as far as the kids should have. They should be able to voice how they feel.
Absolutely.
So I agree with that. But I don't think it should be taken into consideration of
It's
when
final
you're
say.
talking about a final say of your relationship, because
Yeah, no, not
a
the
lot
final
of
say.
times kids gonna say they a lot of times, especially you got kids who close with that parent, they don't want to see that parent with nobody else. So I think, I mean, I get what y'all saying, but I don't know. Just depending on the kid,
Well,
I
guess
might
agree
avoid
with
that
Keisha
question.
because no, I didn't, because I still had to sit down and have a conversation with Brandon and Kate. How do you feel about me and Raphael moving in together? How do you feel about him? Period. Like, not that it was going to be their final say, but I don't just want to be moving with a man or just jumping into something. And now we all going to be living together as a family.
Yeah.
I need to check in with my daughter. How you feel being around him?
What if they
Everything
told you
good?
no? What if they said I don't want him around?
Then my question is why?
You
And
gotta
if
address
it's a real reason, like because he did this, and that, if it's something serious, then yeah, I always tell my kids, I'm gonna believe you off top.
Absolutely.
Somebody done touched you, whatever, I'm believing you off top. But if it's just I just don't like him, then that's not gonna sit well with me. Raphael would then do his part and try to make my kids feel comfortable with him, do whatever it is that he can, so they can have that type of relationship. But I just don't like him. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
Then I just don't care.
So
Sit your ass down and go to your damn room, you little bad motherfucker. That's that.
damn,
But-
they got cussed out real quick.
Right, got me calling the kids and shit now. Hold on, let me call these damn motherfuckers. But no, it's just if it's something like that, that's not gonna fly with me. It
Yeah.
has to be a good reason. I want to
Yeah.
talk to the kids. Like even when he got with me, we sat down and we talked to Cameron. So it's just how you feel about Vanessa. Just whatever.
Yeah.
Even though I knew he liked me right away.
And then if there is something, and I think
me way too much.
like, and I get what you're saying, it's not giving them the final say, but if find out what their reason is,
Yeah.
and then drill all the way down into it.
Right.
You can't say I just don't like you. Well, what is it?
What is it? That's
Is
what I'm
it
saying.
have they done something?
Yep.
Do you think they're doing something to me? You know what I mean?
Like, what
Make
is
them,
it?
yeah,
Right.
don't,
Yeah, give me a
if
reason.
you just don't like the way they walk in their house shoes,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. You're right. You know what
Or
I'm
you
saying?
just say, I just want it to be us in the house.
Absolutely
No, that's
not.
And
not.
that's what the answer is literally gonna be a lot. I
Right.
just want it to be us,
Yeah.
or something like that. So
That's not gonna cut it.
mhm.
Yeah.
But
And
okay.
I think that's the hardest part for me, like having boys,
Yeah.
is, the boys think they're your man.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, no,
And
absolutely
then
not.
I think that's vice versa with the girls. They feel like, that they daddy, they man. I mean, they,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they very,
Brandon
territorial
didn't feel that way.
when it
Brandon
comes
was
to
like,
that.
whatever. You date my mom.
Brandon
you
laid
really
back
like
though.
her.
Brandon is
Well,
Brandon is a little different.
Brandon,
He
you know,
laid
he
back,
is
and
just-
unless somebody messing with you
Yeah,
on a
then
negative
it's
way,
yeah.
he ain't
Mm.
he ain't worried about it like
He
that.
gives him a hard
Meek as
time.
they
It was
come,
that
yeah.
Caitlin. She didn't even give Raphael a hard time. She gave me my first ex a hard time. She tried to warn me, but I didn't.
She tried to warn you.
She wouldn't even walk down the aisle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
She
God,
just
I
was running.
remember that. I
We used
remember
to sit next to
that.
each other, and she would come sit in the middle of us. Like it wasn't Brandon, it was that girl.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
he couldn't touch me.
You
nothing.
so stupid. She went walk down the
She went.
aisle. I
She
remember
said to
that
this day,
though.
girl, I was trying to warn you.
When she was little.
Girl, if it wasn't for Lou standing at the end of that
Yeah.
aisle,
She was.
even Jovan tried
She
to
left
get her to come
Jovan.
down.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
left him. Jovan was like,
Jovan was to be the posing for the camera.
Listen,
right.
I totally
And that
forgot
damn
about
red
that. That literally got me tickled right now so bad because I remember that shit. I forgot about that. Yes, she took off. I remember
She
that.
took off running.
Oh my
She
goodness.
said she was trying to warn me. I didn't
Caitlin.
Mhm. I should have been running with her.
We all should have ran. That nigga, he
Yeah.
had us in.
We
We all should have ran behind you, baby.
We should have took off and drug her with us.
Y'all running in y'all beautiful dresses and everything. Like, damn. But we still partied though.
Yo,
Yo,
did
God damn.
Yeah, we still partied.
Look,
We were
look,
running, but we still
Look,
partied.
look, he gave all us a hard time. We
Yeah,
wasn't
that's a
even
hard
married
time.
to him.
Yeah.
God.
y'all had
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh
all
my
divorced.
Yo, that was crazy.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
That was crazy.
So kids kids will try to tell you something. I don't
Oh
know,
my
but
goodness.
but
Okay.
it would have had, for me, it has to be a good reason.
Yeah.
And this bonus child, you're gonna come in and you're gonna respect the rules like the other kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's
Absolutely.
just that.
As long as ain't nobody harming you, you be all right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
y'all. Okay. So,
Well, that was good.
Yeah,
That
y'all
was some
chime
good
in if y'all
topics.
do watch this and let us know if them bonus kids giving y'all a hard time.
Yeah,
Having
badass
problems with their
bonus
mamas or their
kids.
or if
daddies.
y'all giving the bonus kids a hard time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that could be too. Getting on them damn
Y'all,
Y'all
the
giving
bonus
the babies
kids
a
a hard
hard
time.
mean ass stepdaddy and stepmama. So hey, chime in and let us know.
Lord have mercy.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. Well,
Okay,
ladies, that
y'all.
was a wonderful show.
We're not even finished yet.
She ready to wrap it up. She must got that
Right.
sex date she was talking
I know,
about.
like, look, we get your little topic out the way. Now it's time to go.
She like,
got a date
Like, huh?
she got one of them dates she was talking about. She got one of them dates. She said right
You
after
want
the
us to
show.
cut it? You want us to cut it?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
She
I'm
like-
just saying, like, jeez. Okay. Well, let's hurry up. Let's hurry
Yeah,
up.
we
and
about to
get, yeah, let's hurry up and get this last one on out the way because she got to she got to get to that
You
dick
got me
appointment.
Okay.
Odyssey.
Oh, is that what you are?
Hold it, see?
Hold it, see?
She done called me. Hold
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Last show she called me a cougar. Now I'm not Jodeci, I'm Hodeci.
Oh my goodness. Lord have
But she
mercy.
the one can't go an hour without sex.
22 minutes.
22 minutes. I'm Hodeci. I'm gonna have to use that one. That was good. What you got next for us, CP?
Okay, y'all. So, would y'all date someone whose family does not approve of you?
Oh, that is what we got going on. I thought of you on this one, CP.
You did?
I absolutely did. Now the cat's out for that. I figured you'd be able to tell the people a little bit of your story. Because, baby, if you look at, brother, you gave my girl a hard time. Your mama did.
Your mama did?
But we won't give y'all the whole tea. But, I mean, I think
Child.
we've all dealt with that. Maybe,
You know what?
You may not have because your ex,
Yeah.
family was good. But
So, you know what? I'll tell you this. And not this is just me, period. Depending on my dude's relationship with his family,
yeah.
that's gonna determine if I will continue to date him. And I say that to say, if they super duper close,
Yeah.
he a mama's boy,
Mhm.
something like that, and his mom does not approve of me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
It's
wouldn't.
gonna be a problem.
Because
Yeah.
it's gonna eventually end up being a problem.
Yeah.
But if he's a real ass man, and his family respects him, and he knows how to say, hey, look, y'all don't have to like her.
Absolutely.
I love her,
Yeah.
or I like her,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I could definitely deal with him,
Mhm.
whether his family like me or not, because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I ain't marrying or being with them.
Mhm.
So that would be my that's how I feel about it. But I have been with somebody, and it was just that one person.
Mhm.
I've only been with one person where I had issues with his family, and it wasn't even his whole family; it was just his mama.
Yeah.
But I've only been through that one time. I'm usually like, mamas usually really love me, you know. So I never experienced that. Was my first time experiencing that, and it wasn't good. But it didn't. The only issue I had with it is because when me and her finally had our blowout,
Yeah.
he stopped talking to her.
Oh.
And then I felt bad
Right.
because, of course, me losing my mama. No, bro, you ain't finna stop
Yeah.
talking to your mama.
Right.
I don't care if she like me or not.
Right.
You can't not talk to your mama because of that.
Mhm.
And man, his argument ended up being, and people used to tell me like, but he's right. He's right.
Yeah, he's absolutely.
But he used to say to me like, hey, when I got married to you,
Mhm.
you're who is important. You're
Mhm.
my life. I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Now, biblically, he's right. That's
Lord
how
said.
it's supposed to be. But me being how I am about mamas, no, I wasn't comfortable with you not talking to your mama.
Right.
So
Right.
that was my thing.
Yeah.
But,
But it would have been resentment at the end. God
right.
forbid, if something had happened.
Right, and that's what I used to
Mhm.
tell him. If
Right.
something happens to her, you gonna lose your mind, and then you gonna blame me.
Yep.
And I didn't want to go through that. So yeah. My answer is it just like I said, it depends on the man.
Right. Yeah.
Cause some men are so weak to their mama that they not gonna go against their mama. So you, first of all, I ain't gonna date you whether she like me or not.
Right.
Cause I'm not dealing with that.
Some probably have missed out on a good thing,
Right.
you know, going off of how
Right.
their mama feeling or family. Yeah.
Right.
And if that son is the baby or the
Or
only
the
son,
yeah.
then you know, what I mean, if mama's single, a lot of that.
That's
plays
what I
a
was gonna
part.
say. It's
Yeah.
a lot of the times it's when the mom is like single. I
And
find
she
that
was
to be
relying
a
on
lot.
the
And
son.
she was
Yeah,
single,
yeah.
and when before me and him, he was the one giving her money.
Yeah.
So when he got with me and had real ass responsibilities, then that stopped.
Yeah.
And now I'm the problem. I'm the reason it stopped. You know,
So
I never
damn
forget-
that my son is happy.
right. I never forget.
Yeah.
She told me one day. She got mad at me one day. And she was like, "You trying to take my son out the hood?" Well, girl, you supposed to be.
Damn.
You supposed to be happy.
Right.
Somebody getting him up out the hood.
Why didn't you do it? Bitch, what?
Exactly. That what
You
she
want him to
said.
stay in Capitol House forever?
That what she said. She told me,
Going
honey,
home,
she said,
like,
"What? I'm trying to take him
All
away
the
from what
homes.
he know." No, ma'am. I'm trying to get him out of that hood ass mentality and
You
understand.
married to? Was his mama Florida ever? Was this good time?
You know who I was married to, and you liked his ass too.
I sure did. That was my dude. That was my dude. Yeah, we had good times with him. Yeah, we did.
But yeah, so yeah, that's me. So what about y'all?
I'm the same as you. I mean, pretty much I want to just steal your whole story. Like pretty much. I can. I mean, and I have. It's totally up to, like you said, I mean, how close him and his mom are.
Right.
That's what it is for me. But I could totally date somebody if the family didn't approve, because I really don't care.
Yeah.
It's all about you and I anyway. Your family liking me is just a bonus.
Right.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. It's just a bonus. But it would be wonderful if the whole family did like me, or if your mom liked me, and your mom had that close relationship.
Right.
But if we don't, it is what it is. As long as you like me,
Right.
and as long as I know I've never done anything to
Absolutely.
your family or to your mom, hey,
Yeah.
I'm
Because all I
good with that.
had done was got her son out together.
Yeah, and see, that was it. She wanted him to stay. She wanted him to continue being JJ.
Right.
Good times.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I could totally date somebody. I mean, hell, if my mom went off of how she felt, how her family felt, she would have never been with my dad. And they 52 years strong, still together.
Yeah.
But my mom's family didn't like my dad. But she didn't go off on how her family felt.
Right.
She went with her heart. Yeah. So yeah, it's all about me and my guy.
Yeah.
Your family liking me, that's just the extra bonus.
Right.
If my family didn't like who I was with, I wouldn't care. My happiness comes first.
Yeah. Especially if he ain't did nothing.
Yeah, especially if he hasn't done it.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. They have no reason. I think I've never been in a situation
Like that.
like that. But I have to agree, with the two of y'all. As long as you can separate the two,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I know I haven't done anything. I've been respectful. I'm always
That's it.
respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to be man enough to put her in her place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or your dad in his
Yeah.
place. Look, she's
Yeah.
never done anything to y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
She's only tried to be nice, and y'all, for
And
whatever
that's
reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Check them. Make them tell you what the issue is, the same way you have to do the bonus kids.
Right.
That's
Make
right.
them tell you what the problem is. And if there's no problem,
If there's no
over
problem,
it.
then you're the problem.
absolutely.
Mom, dad,
Absolutely.
you're the problem.
Right.
Now, would you guys, let's say, like when it comes to like family things, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that, and the family didn't approve, would you feel comfortable going around?
I did. I wasn't comfortable, but I went.
You still went.
And then after a while, I did get comfortable because the other family made me comfortable because they started seeing how she was acting, so they made me comfortable. So that was better. Like his cousins, his brother, like we were super duper cool. So it was just her. So yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I guess even if you continue on with the relationship, I know some families have their traditions, and so how do you factor in when you do what with who? You know what I'm saying? Like whether you split the holidays every year, or I do Thanksgiving, they do Christmas, or alternate every other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think all of that plays a part in. It could play a part in families being divided. Oh, now she don't want you coming around us for Christmas no more. But no, it's not that. I've been around y'all for Christmas for 40-some years. Now I have her. Can I, embrace her family? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, we do with my family. My mom, we've always did dinner early, so we do like 3-4 o'clock. His family eats like 6-7 o'clock, so it kind of works out. But by the time we go over there for Thanksgiving, we're not hungry. We just going over there to kick it and and drink and all of that. So that works out. It works out for Christmas too because they do Christmas brunch and we do Christmas dinner.
Okay. And see, a lot of times you have to do both in the same day. You got to split that time. Because my mom and dad used to do it all the time. Because my dad's family used to always be like, y'all don't never spend time with us. Y'all always. So what we would do, we would go, mama and dad and me and Tanya, we would go over there early to my daddy's side. And then we know my mama's side gonna be turned up. That's where that's where the party at. So we were going there later, and we were gonna be there all night. So that's how we used to do it, whatever. But I think you're gonna run into that anytime you combine families like that, and then especially if they're both people that kick it with their family. So when I was married, I didn't really have that problem a lot because him and his family was never super duper close doing stuff. So with him always with my family, he just ended up loving my family. Was like, hey, I like being with your family more. And I would have to say to him like, hey, come on, look, I ain't got time for your mama shit. They go over here for about 2 hours at least,
Or if that's big of you to incorporate it in, to keep him.
Or if let your mama know that this is your decision, not
mine.
We ain't showing up because it's me, because I know your mama gonna blame me first.
Right.
Exactly. But that's how. Yeah. Now there's times where I didn't always go with him for Thanksgiving because I didn't want to leave like my mom and dad. Of course, we eat early, so it's like, dang, I still ain't really spent time with y'all. And my family is the side that be kicking it. Like his side lit too, but you know how we do at the house or whatever. But there's times where I have set Thanksgiving out, or I didn't. Like I didn't just go for Christmas brunch last year because I left my family the year before and was in the cabins. So with Shannon, my grandson being there, it was like, no, I'm not missing this Christmas with him. I don't want to. Now he's a little older where he's excited about opening presents and all of that. So I missed it. I got videos last year, a year before. So last year
I remember that.
I made sure I stayed.
Yeah.
And then part of me is like, leaving my mom and dad now that my brother is gone. It's like, I know my mom loves Christmas. That's like her thing. So it's still like, and then having to leave them, their only child. I know they won't be there, but. And he understood because he knew he's never been away from his family for holidays. I left mine the year before, so he was like, okay, you got it this time, you're right.
Yeah.
Sit this Christmas out.
Yeah.
I left my whole family.
Right. That's fair. You have to do that too. You have to
compromise.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so now we can jet on up out of here. We ain't
gonna say bye, y'all. We out here. Keisha gotta go fuck.
She gotta go run.
Keisha gotta go fuck.
Yeah, shout out to my mom watching this episode.
Meanwhile, you already know how your baby get down. She gotta go fuck. She got to go fuck. She got to go fuck. She got to go fuck.
Cam already know he got to go.
No, cut it.
Don't edit.
You better not
Let
cut
it
it.
ride,
I just
man.
said I ain't never beat your butt. I'ma beat your butt. I'ma beat your butt. You better not
Nephew,
cut it.
let it ride. Matter of
Let
fact,
it
put
ride.
that at the beginning. Let us come in with that. Since the first topic is that. Run it back. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Dang, that's how we should have started it off.
Yeah.
We should have
Uh-huh.
That's
Oh,
Get out
my
of that. Get into that.
the thing. We should have opened it up. We should have had a little
We
open
should
up
have opened it up with you throwing it at the damn
and still hit you with the break.
camera. Right.
You're gonna take every break in this coming from the scalp.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go put some comments up in these things here. Y'all let us know what y'all think about all these
Yeah,
topics.
About episode 8, we hope it was great.
Episode 8. We
Yeah.
hope it was great. Episode 8.
We hope it was great. Don't watch it too late. Episode 8. Hope